Going to physical temple and not having the awareness of godliness doesn't serve a purpose. You may go there, you may do namaskaram and touch feet and do all the rituals, but if you don't have that fragrance of divinity in you, it is still insufficient. Yoga means to unite my present level of consciousness with the ultimate. Ultimate consciousness, let us see, it has certain percentage of purity or certain quality to it. Unless and until I have that level of quality, I cannot merge. It's like oil and water. Can oil merge with water? They can be together infinitely, but they can never become one. If I throw a drop of water on the ocean, it will be there floating forever. So our existence, though we are rubbing shoulders with God, we can never merge in God until and unless we become qualitatively at that level. Dhyana helps us to attain such level of purity and simplicity. As we move from one chakra, yogic chakra, to another chakra, to next chakra, so this is how we transcend dualities. For example, heart chakra had certain dualities. Atma chakra had certain dualities. Likewise, fire or Agni chakra, Jala chakra, Vayu chakra. And then these are 5 basic dualities that we are entrapped. Once we transcend this and we enter beyond this Agya chakra, we attain a kind of liberation. Now the duality that is played out at the heart, restlessness versus contentment. At Atma chakra, a peace against its opposite. Here at the 3rd chakra, there is some sort of compassion, and against it there is another quality where you become so cruel. The 4th chakra is all about the courage, fearlessness and fearfulness, another duality there. See? Similarly, confusion versus clarity at the Vayu chakra, and going beyond all this. But once we transcend these Pancha-bhutas or Panchagnis, we attained a state of liberation. And you see, now coming to seva means to serve. Each one of us serve at a different level based on our capacities. We have potential of rising above our present level, and we continue to rise stage after stage after stage. So this journey of progressively evolving ourselves, incrementally refining our consciousness, is one way of serving others better. You see, empathy, compassion, kindness or kind acts, they are at a different level. You see, some people, they empathize, but there is no compassion. They feel sorry, oh, so many people are hungry in Africa, and that's an end of it. They don't think more than that. Compassion, likewise. Kindness, incrementally you are getting involved in someone else's life to make it better. Gandhian principle, for example, non-violence, it's good. Not to hurt someone else is a very good idea. But is it everything? I suppose we are friends. You are sick in the hostel, we are roommates. I am not hurting you. Is it enough? I have to help you. I have to go to the next level beyond non-violence. My efforts must not stop there. I may feel compassion, But what are you going to do next? And are you capable of doing the things next? What can you do a person who is depressed, romantic failure, or depressed because he lost $10 million in business, depressed because he lost his wife, or someone lost her husband? Would you try to become her husband? Would you give $10 million to a person who lost 10 million in business? So we have to increase our capacities as much as possible. And serving a fellow who is hungry, who doesn't have clothes, we should not pride in ourselves that I did something good. It is my duty to do something. To serve from the highest level is to serve from a spiritual level, where they become self-sufficient. When we talk of 17 SDG goals, Sustainable Development Goals by United Nations, right? It's a pollution control at many levels, right? Equal rights, women welfare, things like that. What is the root cause of all the disturbances with all the 17 sustainable development goals? Let's take 2-3 examples. One is air pollution. What is the cause of air pollution? Industrialists, by and large, right? It's the greed. Water pollution, again greed. Land pollution, it's greed. Right? So the root cause is here because you're not thinking correctly. And how can you think correctly unless you have some level of intuition? And you can gather this intuition only through meditation. People now and then do get intuitions, but they are accidental. But if you want to be inspired from within on a daily basis, from moment to moment basis, then I have to remain meditative. And meditative state is a product of meditation. Meditation I may be doing 5 minutes or half hour in the morning, but then it should result in meditative state that can continuously keep inspiring me from inside 24/7, see. So now you are carrying that divinity within you by becoming more and more meditative, see. So dhyana helps beyond one imaginations. People say, what the hell do you do closing your eyes? You're not doing anything for the universe. But you do so much when you close your eyes because you are guided from within. At least you will stop hurting the nature and others around you. Because you may hurt once or a while, but your sensitivity will increase so much that you will stop hurting others even by words. Lord Krishna says in Gita that Sarve Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Saranam Vraja. सब छोड़ दे, मेरी शरण में आ जा. It only means, it doesn't mean that you stop doing your things. Just embrace me, embrace my accessibility. I'm always there with you. I will be there every little performance that you have in life. Make me your companion. Don't think you are the doer. Take my help. Then your work will differ. Work will change. When we keep the Lord or some higher in ourselves, higher consciousness in ourselves, then the ego will back off. It will remain, but in a background. Because now you are associating your work, your karma, your business by infusing godliness in that work. See, thus, your karma will become karma yoga. Your karma will become bhakti. And with this attitude, wherever you go, when you think the God is within me, you have become yourself a temple. And wherever that temple is, wherever that God is, that becomes the tirtha. Wherever you go, that becomes tirtha. You are at home, your home becomes a temple. You go to a theater to watch a movie, it becomes a temple. You go to a shopping center, it becomes a temple. Going to physical temple and not having the awareness of godliness doesn't serve a purpose. You may go there, you may do namaskaram and touch feet and do all the rituals, but if you don't have that fragrance of divinity in you, it is still insufficient. I must surrender myself, absolutely. And surrendering doesn't mean that you are losing anything. You are gaining everything, because when you have surrendered heartfully, my beloved, please do this on my behalf, and see how that work is changed. There will be so much of beauty in that work that you perform. Even when you sign a document and you are signing it with an awareness of godliness in your heart, it changes everything. When you take food, it may be an ordinary food, but when your awareness is there, godly awareness, dissolving ego is not like destroying yourself. You are bringing other awareness, godliness in your heart, and with that we are working. That is karma in action. See, karma done without this bhakti, with meaning associating or infusing godliness in your work, it becomes labor. You become a donkey carrying burden without this awareness of God. Meaning, if that love for the work is not there, because God is given you that ability to work, you cherish that work. You are passionate about that work because God is associated with your work. Then work will change. The quality of work will change. Karma, then karma plus bhakti, it becomes a worship. Likewise, Gyan, we were talking about Gyan before, knowledge. Knowledge without bhakti, you look like a fool, displaying knowledge all the time. Now, people don't like such people. Haven't you seen in your day-to-day office thing also, many people, they like to lecture us, give us all kinds of information. They think they know everything. Do you respect them? Forget loving them. So bhakti is everything, sir. In heart of heart, maintain that passionate love for God and infuse it in your action. Life will change.
The most valuable resource we have is not time alone, but the awareness with which we use it. Click on the next video and discover how awareness changes everything.